Okay, how y'all doing? That was way too high a gear. Can't feel my toes, man. So, I got two issues. All three. Apparently I'm not too fucking bright. But, back to the first one. Well, it's cold, so I don't think I'm going to be riding very fast. That's issue number one. Issue number two is that my GoPro is falling off my helmet and something heavy was on top of it and the chin mount kind of started pulling loose. It's got the tape. I don't know if the angle is going to go down or what have you. I don't even know if I'm going to be riding the rest of the week. 30 degrees is at a certain point. I've been on, like, crawling under a trailer all day on cold concrete. I might want to get in my pickup and get some heat going home, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm freezing. It's a wee bit nipply. And I'm in leather. I got chaps. I got a leather jacket. I got all that good shit. So I don't have winter gloves. I have really, really good gloves that I think for down here will work in the winter. If I got those little things to go, you know, the little hand guard things, I think I'd be fine. But that wind gets you. Or even on my other bike, you know, you can switch hands and put one behind the windshield kind of thing. And you can let them warm up that way. Because it's the wind that's really going to get you. And I've heard something about it doesn't have to be freezing to get frostbite in the wind like that. And when it's 30 something degrees. And I don't know if they have a freeze warning here, but I think at my house we've got a freeze warning for tonight. So it's close to 40 or just below. It's not freezing. It's not far above. And I'm riding home on a motorcycle because I am a dumbass. Cheaper than driving the truck though. I have 50 miles to the gallon versus 18. And I know I can get better than 18 with it. You know, if I drove like a decent human being, I could get a little better. If I put better gas in it, I could get a little better. There's all kinds of things I could do. But you're still not going to get it to compare to this thing. You know? It's not going to get 50. It's not even going to get 30. You know, we're talking 5.0 Coyote. It wasn't exactly made for fuel mileage. Yes, my tires are cold. And I am cold. We're both cold. The little bird was cold. He's trying to flap up in the air and he's like, fuck, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna go fast where I have to. Other than that, I'm not going fast. It's just too cold. And part of that too is I've been out in the weather all day and I think it's kind of sunk into my bones, if that makes any sense. So I'm probably colder than I would have been. I mean, walking to my bike from my truck, my hands were already like burning, you know, because of the wind. There's a lot of wind. I'm between the trees right now. It's not too bad. Cool. But the wind coming in with the front. At least it's not rain. It's one thing to ride in the cold, it's another thing to ride in the rain, and a completely different thing to ride in the cold rain. Those of you that do it, my hat's off to you. I hope you have all the gear appropriate for it. You can AT-GAT, you can do whatever you want. I hope you do just fine, you know? As for me, I've got chaps and a leather jacket, and gloves, and work boots. And that's just what I have. Which is so much of life anyways, you know, making do with what you have and making it work. So, I'm heading home and it is cold and I am complaining. Am I going to complain the whole way? I don't know. Probably. Possibly. Here's a bump. There we go. At least I have the jacket. And at least I did get the chaps. So at least I have that. If I didn't at least have that, I think I would have spent the night in the truck and said, fuck it. And not even have went home. That probably would have still been the better idea, but it's going to be even colder tomorrow. So I guess I'll bite the bullet, just do what I gotta do, which is what I always do. I do what I've got to do. Right now, that is get home. Amy told me to pick up supper. Apparently she made a casserole and she didn't like how it turned out. I don't know, she might play with it a little more. I'll try it. Sometimes I think she's overcritical. Especially of herself. Am I a better cook? Oh, hell yes. But she's not a bad cook. We're different kind of cooks anyways. I grew up very poor. I can make a meal out of anything. She's looking at the cabinet like, we've got nothing to eat. And I look through there and I pull this out, this and this, and I'm eating good. You know? That's just how it is. Right now how it is I am fucking cold. Oh my god. It's like, do I just ride fast and get through it? Or do I ride slower so hopefully it's not as bad? I'm not sure which one to do. If you're listening to this, leave in the comments what you would do. Would you ride faster just to get home quicker, even though it's going to kind of like freeze you more, but you'll be through it quicker? Or would you go slower, so you're not freezing quite so bad? Which one would you do? I'd be interested to know. It's kind of pertinent information right now. I'll be getting it after the fact. But, you know, maybe next time. What would you do? Right now I gotta do something though, because I gotta get home. So that's where I'm going. I'm going home. I'm not hauling ass. Maybe there's a happy medium. Is there such a thing? I know there's a thing installing your bike, which I nearly did. There we go. I can feel the difference in like shifting it with the cold. Because I've got that actual gear oil, you know. What is that, 140/90 or that's like blood pressure. What am I thinking? Y'all know the one I'm talking about, that one they're selling now so you don't have to put Sin 3 in all your boxes. I've got that in there and I can feel a difference with the weather shifting. So if you're thinking about using it, it's a little stiffer in the cold. So that would be my rating for it right now. I can feel the difference the cold made in shifting. Halfway sit comfortable. Now put my hand in my pocket. Not really. I can sit down here. I don't have cruise. This would actually be a situation cruise would help. Just a wee bit. Most of the time you really don't need. Cruise is not a deal breaker for me on a motorcycle. It's just not. When am I really using cruise? Once a year when I go on a trip. Year before last I went to my sister's wedding. This year I went to the Forgotten Angels camp out. That's really the only time I'd use cruise, and I really didn't use cruise that much. I like the, twist the throttle. I like that feeling. I don't like my hands freezing. That's a totally different feeling. I hope you're going to the right, because I'm going to the left, buddy. There we go. I've had people do that to me before. They got their turn signal and everything, like they're going to turn right, and then they turn left. There's one time I stopped instead of going around, and it was in the car. Well, it was, and I had a Ford Explorer at the time. My Ford Explosion is what I used to call it. And Cameron and everybody was in there. And was Cameron and Amy, or just Cameron? No, it was Cameron and Amy. Because I stopped instead of going around like I usually would. You know? And, they were going to turn right, or they were supposed to. That's what they were signaling for. And they did not turn right. They turned left. And that would have been a collision that would have probably ended up being ruled my fault. You know, it's not like anybody would have had it on camera. So, here we go. I just want to go home, where my heater is. And my wife. Hey, if y'all have never been with a big girl, I highly suggest it. Especially in those cold months in the wintertime. Better at least have a big dog curl up in bed with you. You gotta have something producing some heat. I don't think bony bitches produce much heat. They're just cold feet and hands. And I'm cold. Fuck. Steal the covers. You gotta have some meat on the bone. This is good sleeping weather. And if it was raining, it would be really good sleeping weather. Thank God it's not. Honestly, warmer than this, obviously, but like 60 degrees and raining. You got a diesel engine, they'll never run better. I don't know what it is. It's like everything lines up. It's raining, it's 60 degrees, and that diesel engine it's just purring for you. My fingers are so very fucking cold. Oh my God. I remember coming back from my sister's wedding. At a certain point, I was just hurting so much that I'm flying down the freeway. And it's just because I wanted to get home. It's like, I got to put an end to this. I got to get home. Home is where this ends. And I was flying. I mean, I'd already got the miles in for the motor being broken and all that stuff, so that was good. But if it wasn't broken before that, it was definitely broken by the time I got home. It was definitely broken by then. I can take a dirt road home if I go straight there. I might do that sometimes. It's been raining too much recently. I don't want to sling mud all over my ass in the cold. I don't know if my pickup has gas. I might have to fill it in the morning. I do not know. What would be nice is if she ordered a pizza and it was ready when I got home. I'm sure her casserole is fine. She's overreacting. If not, I'll make something or I'll go to bed without supper. It don't matter. My fingers are burning. I've only got 10-15 more minutes of this. I can tough it out. I'm pretty sure. I hope I can. If not, I've got problems. I've got problems. I have more problems. Different problems. Main problem right now is might want to turn. And I have turned. And there is a recall on this bike, and there is a recall on the lowrider, and they've got the same recall. I know somebody put a message out there that I'm subscribed to about it because they had to take theirs in and they got it done. But it's not just lowriders. I got one on both bikes, and it's the brake line, the way it's routed under the fuel tank. It's always recalls and shit. That bolt one was scary for the shock adjustment under the seat. That thing was falling off and going down into people's wheels. I don't know if anybody got hurt bad, but that had the potential to hurt you. I hope they stopped that in time, or people figured it out in time. I don't know if I would, even if I had the money, I don't know if I'd want a new Harley right now. I think I have as new of a Harley as I'd want, for several reasons. Well, number one, obviously the cost, but then there's the COVID bikes. It's just like a car for some specific years. I don't think I would want them. Because even if the workmanship was good, a lot of the parts and stuff, there were problems with them. Is that a helicopter? It's a UFO. Technically it is. That's our flying object. I don't know if y'all can see that over there. It's just hovering in one spot. This is the site of a UFO. A famous UFO sighting. It's gotta be a helicopter. Or a drone. Oh well, if they beam me up, all I ask is some foreplay. I mean, I know the exam's coming, I just want some foreplay first, you know. Make it worth my while. That's a plane. I can see it better now. The airport is... When I turn right up here, well, I'm going to turn left. When I turn up here, though, I'm going to turn right up here. Yeah, I'm going to turn right to the right. Yeah, I'm going to turn right to the right. I'm going to turn up here. It's the second right, though. You keep following that road, that will lead you to the big airport. That'll leave you to Bush Airport. And so all the planes are coming in. You can look up and you can see them all staged. There's been certain times when things have happened where you could see them and it would just be like, you know, one after the other, and they're all just staged coming in. It looks kind of cool. I don't know if you live near an airport or anything. You've ever seen that, you know, when it's more than just regular planes coming in, and you see like 30 or 40 of them coming in. That's a trip. That is a trip. I don't think I have thumbs anymore. How am I going to live my life without thumbs? I can't feel them. Oh well. Do I stop and warm up? Or do I keep going? What is the route that I take? See how far I can make it. I know I'm going to stop at the gas station next to the house. I know I'm going to stop there. There's no point in stopping at this one when I'm like 5 minutes away. So I will keep going, and going, and going, and going, and freezing. Those trucks, gravel hoppers and all that. All the gravel trucks, they go in there because they're making concrete. That's why all that gravel's in that intersection all the time. If I ever reckon that's the intersection, I'm suing them motherfuckers. They're close enough, they can send a street sweeper out there, you know? And it gets ridiculous. At least I know it's there. You know, don't be an idiot. Like, there's always gravel at this intersection. Shall I go flying through it? No, don't do that. Not a very bright mood. I don't even want to stop at the store now. Let my heart warm up. It is so cold. So what is it, 20 degrees colder. So if it's 40 degrees, it's like 20. And it's probably like 38, 40 degrees. Probably like 18, 20 degrees. Wind chill on the bike. Something like that. Oh, it is so cool. I did not get abducted by an alien. Just my luck. I'd probably scare him. I mean, if you're gonna get probed anyways, you might as well have fun with it. And leave and never come back. I'm about to slow down. And it should get warmer. Hopefully, my flashlight. See them. That is my turn. It's already like a stiff wind. They're talking about that on the news to make sure you have your what do you call it, Christmas decorations and stuff like tied down real good, because apparently it's the kind of wind that blows that kind of stuff across your lawn. I am frozen. So you had the wind. It isn't bad right here because of the trees, but then you get moving and like you go over that little bridge back there. Oh, you can definitely feel it then. Oh, poor possum. Somebody ran him over. Somebody ran over the poor possum. I like possums. They ain't very good for eating. They're too damn greasy. About the only thing goes with them, sweet potatoes. But they're cute. And they eat things that we don't like. And every time I see a possum now, I think of that movie, what was it? Ice Age, with those little possums. I wanted to get that, what was it, a sloth, Sid. I wanted to put that on the front of my truck. It'd be cool if you could get an animatronic where it would talk to people as they walked by. And it'd be like, hey, can you help me out? She's got me chained here to the front of a truck. So I was trying to convince people to help it. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. I think my last brain cell's getting frozen. Although my visor has never been clearer. It's amazing. It's nice and clear. What do y'all do up north where it actually snows when you're out for a ride and the temperature drops? Because when it gets down into like, you know, the 40s and stuff, I don't want to go for a ride, it's been cold. And then you go for a ride and the temperature changes, whatever, and it's snowing by the time you get home. And so then you get caught in the snow on a motorcycle. How do y'all handle that? And I know there's Rainy Rider. Apparently he's not Icy Rider. He hit wet ice. That dude bounced. I think that's why he caught up so quick. He bounced. But I mean, a fall like that can hurt you. It hurt him, you know. And it's like you get up, your adrenaline's going, and head injuries are weird things. I'm glad he ended up in the long run being okay. You know, he's a pretty cool guy. But anyone, even if it wasn't him, I wouldn't wish bad luck on anyone. But head injuries are weird things. I've had a lot of them. That's a lot of what's wrong with me. She's closing up the park. No, Ossifer, I'm not driving fast tonight. I am too cold to do that. I think she's looking at me like, are you fucking stupid? Yes, ma'am. Yes, I am. I am a fucking idiot. Why else would I be on a motorcycle freezing my ass off? Because I'm a fucking idiot. I'm gonna have to see if you can see that light on the camera. I doubt that you actually can. That one I was talking about, the UFO. Because if you can, that would make a pretty cool, what do you call it? That thing, the picture, whatever, for the video thing. That'd be pretty cool. And this should be lit up more than it is. And it's not. Is someone missing electricity up here? They might be. They might be missing electricity. I don't know. It's getting brighter. It was just the angle. They're working on electricity at the yard. They're running some new power poles, some new tanks and all that. So the gate wasn't working. I guess that's why I was thinking, is there electricity out? There's no power to the gate, and it was open at least, so I could get in. So that was good. And I am going to stop at the store. Out for the metal thingies. There's no dew on them now, but especially when they get the dew on them, you have to watch out for those. Area. Anyways, I'm gonna warm up for a second. I'm gonna grab a couple things. So, thank you all for watching me freeze my ass off, being an idiot. Riding in the cold without proper gear. I appreciate it. So, adios, vaya con Dios, sayonara, nashla, ciao, tisizya. I'll catch you later. If I can feel what a button is. At some point, I'll turn this thing off.